UFC 285 dished up a stunning upset. Alexa Grasso defeated UFC Women's Flyweight Champion Valentina Shevchenko with a submission victory on May 13, 2023 in Las Vegas. Entering the fight, Shevchenko was heavily favored as the reigning champion. She came into the octagon donning an impressive record of 21-3. Grasso, who had a record of 14-3, was seen as the underdog, but she came into the fight with a clear game plan. The first round was a feeling out process, with both fighters throwing strikes but not landing anything significant. Shevchenko seemed to have the edge in grappling, taking Grasso down to the ground, but Grasso was able to get back on her feet quickly. In the second round, Grasso was able to find her rhythm. She landed some significant strikes on Shevchenko. Shevchenko appeared to be hurt and tried to take the fight to the ground, but Grasso was able to reverse and take the top position. From there, Grasso landed a barrage of strikes, forcing Shevchenko to give up her back, where Grasso secured a rear naked choke submission. The crowd erupted as Grasso was declared the winner, shocking the MMA world with her upset victory over the dominant champion. With this victory, Grasso establishes herself as a top contender in the women's flyweight division and potentially sets up a rematch with Shevchenko in the future. For Shevchenko, this loss is a setback, but she is known for her resilience and is sure to come back stronger in her next fight. Many UFC fighters took to social media to express their reactions to the upset. One of the most notable reactions came from UFC bantamweight champion Amanda Nunes. She tweeted her support for Shevchenko, calling her a true champion, and she said Shevchenko would come back even stronger. Nunes has fought Shevchenko twice in the past, winning both times. Other fighters expressed their surprise at the outcome of the fight too. UFC lightweight contender Paul Felder asked, "What the hell just happened?" in a tweet, and welterweight contender Belal Muhammad tweeted 3 simple letters: WTF. Former UFC featherweight champion Max Holloway tweeted his admiration for Grasso's performance. Meanwhile, UFC flyweight Jessica Rose Clark tweeted her frustration with the judging. She said she's completely over the whole judging. Adding it up, it was clear Shevchenko won the first 2 rounds. She was brazen enough to even suggest that Shevchenko was actually robbed. Former UFC bantamweight champion Miesha Tate tweeted her respect for both fighters. She congratulated Grasso on her win and called Shevchenko a class act. Finally, UFC commentator Joe Rogan summed up the shocking upset in a tweet. "Upsets happen in MMA. That's why we watch. Congrats to Alexa Grasso. Shevchenko will be back." Meanwhile, Shevchenko has demanded a rematch. In a recent interview, she explained why she believed she was winning the fight leading up to the submission. She said that she was able to control the center of the octagon and land more strikes, including a head kick that appeared to hurt Grasso. However, Shevchenko also acknowledged that Grasso had a clear advantage in the grappling department, and that was where the fight ultimately shifted in Grasso's favor. Despite the loss, Shevchenko is not dwelling on the defeat and is already looking forward to a potential rematch. She believes that she made some mistakes in the fight that she can correct, and feels that a rematch with Grasso would be a different outcome. Shevchenko is known for her competitive spirit and her desire to face the best fighters in the world. She has already faced some of the toughest competition in the women's flyweight division, including Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Jessica Andrade, and is eager to prove that she is still one of the best fighters in the world. Alexa Grasso has expressed her willingness to give the former champion an immediate rematch. With her victory over Shevchenko, she has positioned herself as a top contender in the women's flyweight division. She now holds a record of 14-4 with wins over top fighters such as Ji Yeon Kim and Macy Barber. A rematch with Shevchenko would provide Grasso with the opportunity to solidify her status as a top contender and prove that her victory over the former champion was no fluke. However, it remains to be seen whether the UFC will grant Shevchenko an immediate rematch, or if the former champion will have to work her way back up the ranks. Grasso recently shared how she was able to pull off the upset victory against one of the most dominant champions in UFC history. She said she was confident heading into the fight and believed in her striking ability. Grasso also revealed that she had studied Shevchenko's past fights extensively and worked on improving her own game to counter counter the champion's style. Despite Shevchenko being a formidable opponent, Grasso felt confident throughout the fight and believed she was winning. A rematch between Shevchenko and Grasso would certainly be an exciting matchup, as both fighters are highly skilled and have a lot to prove. Shevchenko will undoubtedly be motivated to reclaim her title and prove that her loss to Grasso was just a minor setback. However, there are several reasons why Shevchenko might not get her wish for an immediate rematch. Firstly, Shevchenko had already defended her title 5 times before her loss to Grasso. The UFC may feel that it's time to give other contenders in the division a chance to compete for the belt. Secondly, other fighters in the division have been waiting to fight for the title. One such fighter is Joanne Calderwood. She was originally scheduled to fight Shevchenko at UFC 285 before Shevchenko pulled out due to injury. Calderwood is currently ranked 3rd in the division and has been on a 2-fight winning streak. It would be difficult for the UFC to deny Calderwood a title shot if she continues to perform well. Thirdly, the UFC may want to see if Grasso can defend the title against another top contender before giving Shevchenko a rematch. If Grasso can successfully defend the belt, it would solidify her status as the new champion and make a rematch with Shevchenko even more compelling. Finally, Shevchenko's loss to Grasso was a decisive one. While Shevchenko may feel that she deserves an immediate rematch, the UFC may not see it that way. The promotion may feel that Shevchenko needs to win a fight or two before getting another shot at the title. Meanwhile, Grasso, who hails from Guadalajara, Mexico, was welcomed home with a large mural that was painted in her honor. The artwork, located in the city's historic district, features Grasso in her fighting gear with the words "Alexa Grasso, champion of the UFC." The mural was created by the graffiti collective Ink and Movement, which is known for its murals throughout Mexico and Latin America. The collective shared photos of the mural on social media, writing, "Congratulations, Alexa Grasso, for being the first Mexican woman to win the UFC title." The fighter also spoke to the media about the honor, stating that it was a testament to the growing popularity of MMA in Mexico. She added that she was grateful for the support of her fellow Mexicans and hoped to inspire young women to pursue their dreams, regardless of the obstacles they may face. The mural is just one of many celebrations that have taken place in Mexico following Grasso's victory. Fans across the country have been showing their support for the new champion on social media, with many calling her a role model and an inspiration to young athletes. There's no doubt Grasso is a popular fighter. In fact, her victory may have won some pretty hard UFC hearts, but it seems we will have to wait a while before we see her back in the ring with Shevchenko. Meanwhile, we'll catch you ringside or in the next video.